Baby. I tell you what I'm looking forward to is a new run of Republican and right-leaning American war merch. Won't that be something?
Like you haven't done that on the podcast yet.
What was that?
What was that?
Starting off with a little heat. Welcome to Gravy, baby. What's up, Gravy babies? DJ's in the car. He's driving down the road. He's going down the interstate right now. He's got the top down. That's why his hair's all blown back. Carmen is in her man cave.
That's right.
And I'm here in Bigfoot's house, which is why it's blurry. What's up, everyone? Join us on YouTube.
Bigfoot's got a house.
You want to see DJ's? Oh, he's making it look a little
disheveled. He looked like a correspondent when we first got on here. I was like, are we putting product in our hair now? What is going on?
Oh no, he just has perfect hair. But I thought, I'm so stupid. I thought this was like an Appalachia looks like a war zone joke that you were making. I thought you meant war correspondent. It was like, yeah, he's just out there by the barn. I thought he was in fucking Tehran. You know? Tehran. I don't know, guys. We're doing our best. They're fucking kids. Everyone stopped caring about that because now they're blowing up kids. What a world.
Indeed.
I was thinking about that sketch from that group from Great Britain who you love, DJ, and I can't think of their name. They sound like a law firm. Are We the Baddies?
Mitchell and Webb.
Are We the Baddies? Infamous, goes viral every 8 months, it seems like. Which the whole premise of the sketch is essentially, I wonder if the Nazis ever looked around and was like, wait a minute, are we the baddies? They're British. That's why I did a British accent. That's not what I think the Nazis sounded like. But all I was going to say is I saw it, someone posted the other day, and I thought, I don't even think this sketch works now. Now there's no way for me to laugh at the idea of someone in the military being like, wait a minute. It's like, no, how could you not? Like, it's so hard to imagine anyone being like, are we?
I think it's because it's the U.S. I think when you're defending your country, I think if you were a soldier in the Ukraine, I think it'd be pretty easy to feel like you're not.
Yeah, I guess what I'm saying is when I see this sketch go viral now as it relates to the current U.S. machinations of war, I'm like, sketch ain't doing it for me anymore. We need more teeth now. We are the baddies. We've moved beyond that. There's no humor to mine there. Now what?
Mm-hmm. That's also, I feel like it's different. One, because we've already been through this before, and two, it's not even a good indoctrination that's happening when you're like, God picked Trump. Like once you get to that incredulousness as a way to try to convince people that they're, I don't know, somehow in, again, it just, we're also not, you get what I'm saying. Don't make me finish it.
I feel what you're saying. DJ, what are your thoughts in your National Guard jacket? I just realized he had it on as I cut to him.
I didn't even notice until you said it.
Well, what do I think about what exactly? Is there any more humor to pull out of this? Yeah.
I do. I mean, there's definitely humor.
Fucking hilarious.
I guess I just mean
we
jump. I think you cut out. I'm sorry. No, I wasn't saying there's no humor to pull out of it. I just don't find any humor in like the notion of anyone being kind of surprised or incredulous about us being the bad guys.
All right. Well, you should tell that to your mayor.
Okay. Well, that was fun.
Write him a letter. Write him an email.
Write the mayor an email and be like, this shit isn't funny anymore.
Yeah, tell him. Because I think it's hilarious. I think it's fucking hilarious. This is the best thing. This is the greatest thing. I mean, if you're going to talk about an apocalypse, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I will say this also. Like, no, we haven't ever done this before. Like, let's think about this. When is the last time we actually had a war with, and the ground war hasn't even started yet. It's going to start, but it hasn't started yet. So when is the last time we actually fought another a country that actually had like missile capabilities, had leverage in the straits, had any. This is this is so stupid. Like what? Like doing this was so incredibly dumb,
Incredibly stupid.
Mm-hmm.
and everything that's coming out of it is just get dumber and dumber. And like obviously, like you're watching it, and like Trump is talking to the markets, and Hegseth is talking to the press and to the base. So like of course the messaging off because they're both talking to two different groups of people. You know what I mean? But it's not just that. It's that it's gone so far that like you've got Lindsey Graham on here like threatening Saudi Arabia.
Dude, that's some balls, dude. That's got to be that's God's blessed balls right there.
You got France in their beat up ass fucking warship from like, dude, listen, Mao was right. We are a paper tiger. Like we could, I mean, and this is going back to like this has never happened before. Like even even if you think about like uh in Iraq where we were
Yeah,
able to or
I'm not
the
saying we haven't.
Taliban.
I just mean that we're not. This is war as a solution to get us money, is what I'm saying. And
This has
now
always been the
it's
war.
more, huh?
That's every war. What war wasn't?
That's what I'm saying. It's like to do it right now. It's like as a
Oh yeah, I
distraction for
gotcha.
your own demise, and that's what I mean. Not that specifically we've fought in people with just as much military. They've been preparing for this. That's why he came with the same energy of a bitch that knows you're lying to her but wants to hear the lie first. Yeah, we're prepared. This has been they've been preparing for what 15, 20 years now.
Yeah, way longer than that. Way longer than that.
Like
Um,
40.
So
yeah,
Yeah, I know I'm picking up what you're putting down, Carmen. It's like the same thing in terms of how they're rolling it out and how they're selling it to us. So it's like,
mhm.
who's being fooled by this? And then they're adding God in there, and that's, I mean, I guess that is working on a certain percentage of people, but even people who really do are about that life, there's plenty of them going, yeah, I don't know. I was talking to him too. He didn't say nothing about this. Like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's not good. And it feels almost, well, again, so going back to the thing about Mitchell and Webb, I wasn't saying none of this is funny. I was saying I don't find that one funny anymore. There's no humor that lies in the sense of like someone not knowing. There's almost like this exercise that we're doing now. I want to talk about it. I'm not, but this also feels strange. If it's like I'm sitting here piping my friends in via satellite and we're conjecturing and talking about how dumb this is, and we're also planning for the future because we have to, and that's what humans do. But it's also like how and it it's all so absurd. There's such an absurdity to
yeah,
every aspect of being engaged with what's
yeah,
happening right now, and it's overpowering in its absurdity. It's overpowering in its unbelievableness. It is the acceleration of normalization, hypernormalization. It
Mhm.
is all that happening at once, and we're just kind of all going, well, I guess if y'all are going to work, I'll go to work too. You're
yeah. Until
kind
there's no jobs.
until
Yeah.
there's no New York.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I made the joke that I was like, "Oh man, I'm glad we left California when we did because the whole thing." And then, but then I was like, "Oh no, I'm still pretty close to DC." So,
You're in between DC and New York, dude. Plus, they like our movies. I think California's fine.
yeah, but we're not making movies anymore once they find that
I
out.
was a bit, Carmen. I don't think anyone in Iran is going to not bomb California because Terminator was rad. It would be sick, though. It would be
It would
sick
be
if there was a dude over there who's like, listen, do New Orleans
not
last.
yet.
It's Drew's favorite city. You know?
y'all think that's gonna happen for real?
No, I do think there's going to be an attack. I have no idea if I believe in my heart it's going to be an enemy or a false
It's a
flag,
false
but I
flag.
absolutely think that something's going to happen inside this country in the next 4 or 5 months because they're running out of ways to get people on board with what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
I don't think they ever tried to get anybody. They didn't even have a coherent message. Like, when do these motherfuckers gave a fuck about what we cared? Like, what are these guys asking for
The
consent?
CIA does
Like,
because they know how it works.
do they
Well, why they've been manufacturing consent for the last 30 years? I mean, I hear what you're saying, but you can't act like there's no reason to believe they'll try to manufacture consent when they always
Bro,
have tried to
they've
manufacture.
got literal Mossad agents like sitting inside the Pentagon.
Yeah.
Dude, they've got literal Mossad agents sitting inside the CIA. They don't give a fuck. They don't
Right.
give
But
a
if I'm that
fuck.
guy and I'm like, well, I could argue with these people for the next 4 days, or I could just blow up Cleveland. And you know what I mean? Like I
But
feel like I'm agreeing with you, and I'm just coming to a slightly different conclusion in how it's going to play out.
if you are in the CIA, if you are like a
And I am.
malevolent, yeah, okay, then you're looking at this and you're going, there's generally zero way that we do a false flag and not every, like a massive portion of Americans think that it's Israel, immediately blame Israel. And then we have spiked this already growing problem that we have to fucking 15, dude. Right past 11, dude.
Let me tell you how we think at the CIA. What if we do a really good job of it, though? What if we make it very clear that it was Hamas and we make no mistakes, just
It
like we
was a
never do,
boss. It
and
was
we
a
never
boss.
make any mistakes? What if we're as arrogant as we always are? What if we're playing fast and loose with the drugs that we're doing that we're also selling? What if we are full of literal psychopaths?
Dude, we are, but like I
I
don't
mean,
think that I think
yeah.
given a chance, if you're the CIA and you're like, listen, we're putting ground troops in, we're doing this anyways, like we can disrupt the markets and create and kill American citizens and like really make our economic situation that much worse with like we're gonna do this anyways, why don't we just fucking do it?
Yeah, fair. On the other hand, I also raised the possibility that it won't be us, that someone might just want to bomb us because we be doing that to them. And or it's an opportunity,
It's
it's
about
a
time.
third party going, "Hey, bet we can sneak in now." So I'm just saying that I don't think it's insane to worry about an attack on American soil currently.
Yeah,
Uh I don't know.
Terrorist in style.
Like what kind of attack though?
I mean, what's my biggest fear or what do I think will happen?
Like what kind of attack do you think? Is it like an Oklahoma City bombing?
Sure, something like that could happen.
Well,
It could,
true enough. But I think also there would be such a fucking pushback on Cash Patel, like
yep.
being an incompetent
But he
fucking
is.
idiot.
but
I
he already
He's
know, but
is.
I'm
legitimately
saying, I'm
incompetent.
saying it would be that much worse. I'm saying you would like you're looking at legitimately
Yeah.
already civil fucking unrest, and I'm not talking about a left or right fucking thing. I'm talking about a large portion of the population being fucking furious about this.
Hmm.
Uh, oh, listen, you could be right, and then everybody might clutch their pearls. I don't see it. I think the fucking Americans would fucking lose their fucking mind at the
Yeah,
government, at
you
the
are
literal
making a
government.
great point yet again about a false flag. Let's say I concede that. I still think that there might just be actually some
Well,
fuck shit happen.
what I'm saying, even if it was some fuck shit from another fucking from another country,
Yeah,
right? Like then you're gonna have fury at fucking Patel at the FBI. Like it's
that's why I would do it. That's why I wouldn't do it for
yeah,
any other reason.
Mm.
yeah.
Because if I'm wanting to hurt America right now, I would weigh, hey, they don't have their people behind them. This might put their people behind them. Against, they've lost their people so hard, their people gonna blame them for this. It's kill shot time.
Dog, they
Mm.
keep look. Gas goes to 200, right? A
Yep.
barrel. Let's say that this happens, which it's
It,
very likely
it
that it
will in a
does,
week and a
right?
half if something
I
don't
know, dude.
change.
I know,
Well,
dude. I know,
but
man.
listen,
So,
but
that,
like first of all, everybody's talking about the president as if they have a say in the prices that we pay, but according according to our president, if gas prices go up, gas prices go up. So So we have that input.
Yeah, but the gas, but
Now what?
everything else goes up. Everything else goes up. That's
Yep.
right. So like you're talking about food goes up, and we're
Yeah,
already
sure,
fucking
sure.
at crazy
Hmm.
amounts of like, dude, fertilizer right now. They can't get it in here. So fucking, you're talking about farming
Oh,
is
so I guess it
taking a
won't be in Oklahoma
fucking
City bombs. Too expensive,
so.
huh?
Mm.
Yeah, right, dude.
Folks.
Classism even reaches terrorism, dog.
so so you're talking about fucking already like, dude, you think like a draft would tear this country apart? Imagine this country having to ration.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
just imagine that. Just
Telling somebody they can't
imagine.
have what they want, that is literally the only
Oh,
religion in this country.
oh, that's it. We're not. Oh, no more treats. No more treats, baby.
I'm mad thinking
Holy.
about it. I want my treats. I mean, I've said it
But
a
I'm talking
million
about
times. I've
for.
said some version of this on here. I am not for how this empire operates. But if we are
No.
going to do evil across the globe, can I not get some goddamn health care? If you take away the treats,
Yeah. And I'm talking about once the treats are gone, then you're having a depression style. The stock market breaks. You and your family get a box of beans, a fucking thing of fucking peas that just says peas on it, a goddamn thing, a big old block of that fucking government cheese, which who knows what the fuck's in that shit? Try fucking chemicals out of your fucking, like, dude. You don't think motherfuckers right here medicine, dude? Fucking petroleum for medicines goes fucking. You don't think that there's like a fucking real fucking chance that we're already on the verge of like, why a false flag? We dropped the economy. These motherfuckers are in there, goddamn fucking road warrior style.
I guess I'm just looking at the same set of facts and just coming to this slightly different version of how stupid these people are, which is,
Yeah,
hey, it's about to get bad. I
yeah.
know one way to get them on our team. We got to wrap everyone in the flag. That being said, folks, and I did it.
So
I mean,
do
we're
you
20
do
minutes
you think
in.
you'd refugee to Canada or you'd refugee to South America? Because those are only two real options. It's not like we could pull a Cuba and make a
Well,
boat and go to
well,
another country.
South America is about to be on fire.
I
So
am
fucking
refugee into rural America.
yeah,
I already live here. There ain't
yeah.
nobody coming here, dog.
I had nobody coming
Ain't
here.
nobody. There's no. We've always known it. Nobody's coming to help us. Nobody's coming to fuck with us. It's the
It'll be
only thing
fine.
I like about most of the people here. Like
Yeah,
general, like I'm not saying it's the only thing I like about every individual, but the general culture
Mm.
currently in
yeah,
rural America has lost so much of what it used to be, but it maintains that.
yeah.
Fuck them, fuck
Agreed.
you,
Yeah,
and I'm in the
agreed.
club. You know what I mean? And I can get a few
Yeah,
people in the club by being in the club. Only a
right,
few.
right.
And there's
Yeah,
rules, and I don't like
right.
the rules. They're gross.
I started collecting seeds.
It looks like
Yeah.
you held up a bag of cocaine a little bit.
Look what I got.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
What kind of seeds are they?
These in particular are creeping thyme. They're a
Ooh.
very good ground cover and they're real pretty.
Creeping time. That's
Um,
what me and Andy got. I'm just kidding.
That's when Rosy goes to bed. I didn't even know
Know
it's
what I'm
creeping time.
saying? It's fucking creeping time. Andy hates creeps. She's like
Dude,
genuinely perverted, but hates creeps, which is fair. You know, you're allowed to hate a thing.
Hmm. Well, there's creeps and freaks. She's probably cool with a freak, but doesn't like a creep.
That's it. That's what I
Hmm.
think she would say. She doesn't even like a freak who wants to simulate a creep.
Hmm.
She's got no time for it.
Hmm.
I'm good with whatever as long as there's consent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Creep, freak. You could tweak near me, not by me, but near me.
Not on me. Don't tweak on me.
No, dude,
Twerk
don't
on me,
tweak
but
on
don't
me.
tweak on me.
That's a
Don't.
flag. Just
No, that's
a
a
fucking
flag.
snake with bloodshot eyes. Don't tweak on me. His rattle is like one of those little pipes that you get at the grocery store. The
Hmm.
the
Yeah,
rose,
the
whatever.
$6 crack pipes. Yeah.
Hmm.
It's and instead of it being all perfectly coiled, it's like it has jagged edges.
Yeah. Well, I think we covered it all. So, sorry, I'm enjoying myself, even if you guys aren't. What else is going on with you guys? I've been trying to buy a house. It's not been going well.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a hard thing to do, it turns out. They require a lot of information, which is something I'm not good at because I don't have it.
Same. Yeah.
They're like, give me this. I'm like, man, I'd love to. I really
Hmm.
would. There's no part of me that doesn't want to give you what you're asking for. But first of all, what is that?
Yeah.
And where would I find it? Um, that's all I got, guys. I'm gonna need
I
someone
mean,
else to.
yeah, when you when you don't want to participate in society, buying a house definitely forces you to.
I know, and it's so funny too, because the way these things kind of play out, I guess they play out the way they're not supposed to, but just like how they always would have, I guess is how I would phrase it.
Hmm.
It's like, I know like eight, nine people pretty well in Athens,
Hmm.
and it turns out like they all have a same kind of vibe, right? Which makes
Hmm.
sense. So then they're like introducing me to this real estate guy, and I like him a lot, but he's definitely like a drummer. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, man, totally. And I'm like, okay, well, I wasn't looking for validation. I need some fucking help here, big dog. Hell
Not on the
yeah,
morale
dude.
tip currently. Currently need assistance in
Yeah.
purchasing a home.
This dude from Regions Bank called me today and was literally like, what's up, big guy? What are you up to? And I'm like, I don't know if I want a banker like this or not, dude. It's also hard to like wrap my head around, I guess, to connect the two. Let's get back right into the void. There's a part of me is like, why are you doing this now? And there's another
Hmm.
part of me is like, because it's the last chance I'm going to get to do it.
Hmm.
And it's like, and obviously no one can predict anything, but I'm like, I don't know if houses are going to be $5 million in 3 years or
Hmm.
$8.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, if
Hmm.
they're $8, BlackRock will own them all. So,
No, I'll buy two.
well, there you
I'll
go.
just keep $8 in the house somewhere.
Hmm.
16, excuse me. I know how math works. Plus, you got closing costs. I'll keep a 20 around.
Hmm. Fair enough.
But yeah, it's a lot. You just know what I mean? Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hmm.
What is wrong with you two today? Literally not responding at all to anything. Both of you are just going, mm-hmm. It's like, do you guys know something about me that I don't know that you know? Have you caught me and say you're just waiting on me to admit that I murdered someone when I was 16 years old? Because you're both looking at me like cops who are like, we'll just outweight you, dude. We don't care.
I just wait for you.
No,
I have no input on buying houses. If you think I have any knowledge or fucking I
yeah, I've
don't
never
know
been through
any.
that process.
A
I don't know. I
banker?
just
What are you
know.
talking about?
Okay, well, to be fair, that's not when the silence started, but fair enough. I'll pick a new topic for us then.
Well,
I was just gonna say I haven't paid taxes in like 8 years, so yeah, probably not the one to talk to about having information to give someone to purchase a house,
I called the
unless I'm
tax
buying it
lady my
out
parents used earlier.
cash.
I called the tax lady my parents used earlier, and she was like, "We can't sue you. We can't get you in. We're covered up." And I couldn't help but think that's how many people are paying tax. I really thought they'd be like, "Yeah, nobody's paying them this year. You're the only one who's called."
Oh, well, the people that work for companies, the W-4 people are because they want their money back,
Uh,
but
TJ, you paying taxes?
not as 1099s.
Yeah, I'm paying.
Yeah, I got a W-2. Is that different than a W-4?
Oh no, that's for same. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Were you
Yeah.
thinking of WD-40?
No, I was yeah, yes, I've always.
That
But
happens to me
W-4
all the time, dude.
W-2.
I'm like, is this what I give the government, or is this how I get that door to stop making that fucking noise?
Something with the W's.
I'm just in there shoving paper into a crease.
Hmm.
Oh, stop squeaking. Well, this bit, like this podcast, has apparently run its course.
um, yeah. I just don't have a solution. I just don't have I can't come
Fuck
up
a
with a solution.
solution. Here's a bit me and Corey were doing.
Okay.
It'll be fun to get y'all's perspective on this, different points of view here. The right wing T-shirt industry Had to do a lot of pivots lately. I think I brought it up on here how funny it was when Annie told me she couldn't find a shirt about murdering a pedophile that wasn't in These Colors Don't Run font, which is still just so goddamn funny to me. They're gonna have to do a few pivots. They've obviously got to get away from the No More Pedophiles game. Um, we were doing like predictions of the Toby Keith attire that we're about to see as the World War III unfolds. One that I had that I remember off the top of my head was Iran, not far enough, bitch, with like a bomb, and like a very racist character on it.
Yeah, like a cartoon racist character running away, and then a bomb that's an American flag chasing it.
Yeah.
Like Looney Tune style.
Yeah, which is
with
funny
with the dust circle running. Yeah, from like Looney Tunes. Mm-hmm.
Which is funny because art and life imitating each other. We are in fact a cartoon because we keep blowing up decoys. You guys got nothing? No T-shirt ideas? I just remember.
I definitely think we should bring back. There's not enough bedazzled T-shirts in this. I think we definitely got to bring back the gemstones.
It's a great idea. Wasn't bedazzled a '90s thing? The '90s are back. They keep telling me bedazzled. Yeah, and then we could get vajazzled again, and that was fun.
It was not for me, but I'm certain others enjoyed that trend.
Oh, I don't think there's any. I think 3 people did that, but it was fun for all of us to talk about it.
DJ, you got a T-shirt idea?
No, but they should bring back the Desert Storm playing cards. Like Topps had those playing cards.
There we go.
I mean, they had a lot of fire ass merch during.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's
Desert
go.
Storm.
This is what I want to get into. The fire ass merch.
Yeah, dude. Like, dude, they
merch.
had the playing cards with like Dick Cheney and Donald Rumsfeld. It was like give their stats on the back.
Dude, they're gonna make Lindsey Graham the queen, and I'm gonna buy every one of them. Dude.
Dog. Nickname Ladybug, fucking goddamn, dude, it'd be so great. It's so amazing.
They put Joe Rogan on a Joker card, dude.
Yeah, dude, I was watching him. Somebody had a thing where he was like losing his mind. Rogan was, and it was just so funny, like how embarrassed he was to admit that like Trump will text him at like 3 a.m. with like a True Social post that he just put out. Like, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Like, hey, like look at this banger, dog.
I know there's like a real aw shucks, I'm a dumb comedian thing that he's got going on, but it is unfathomable to me that he was stupid enough not to see stuff like that coming.
Totally psyop.
How did you not know that that's where this was going?
I agree. I definitely think it was a Peter Thiel funded psyop for sure.
Yeah,
it was
for sure
definitely.
it was.
That Peter Thiel had no interest in being that man's friend, and he brutally utilized a dumb man.
You're probably the most famous podcaster in the world, definitely, right? You're one of the most famous comics in the world, and then like this evil gay, which is only relevant because Rogan doesn't usually fuck with them. Right-wing weirdo in tech hits you up. Why do you give a fuck? What part of you is like, oh, cool?
Because Elon.
Be fun to hang out with this guy.
Well, you know
Elon, because they never hung out with He never hung out with billionaires before, and that's where. Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I was just gonna say in the Epstein files, there is talks between Epstein and other like science people and tech people where like he's talking about like putting them together and who's gonna get on there, and like Epstein is literally like that. You could like it's out there that he was like. I'm not saying because they had that group of like scientific like tech people like when he moved into that field, like they were talking about getting these people on Rogan to talk. I mean, it's out there.
Well, I'm glad I was right. I mean, because I've been saying that for a while, but it sucks that it's right. It sucks that I mean, that's why I was like, Rogan isn't smart. Genuinely, like I've met the man. He's not smart enough to be this calculated. So I was like, somebody's just using this dude. Somebody's using this dude, obviously.
Right.
So, and then all this stuff with Peter Thiel came out. I guess I'm just giving Thiel the credit, but it was really Epstein. Because he also had meetings with talking about how to manipulate the masses, how to eliminate the poor. I mean, he was having meetings with people in all different facets of our society to be like, how do we rid ourselves Yeah. Sorry, what, Drew? What?
I have no idea. I was just what I was about to say, but what I started thinking about, this is something I've been obsessed with now for like 3 weeks. It's so funny to me. I'd like it to be a bit, but also apart from comedy, like I'm obsessed with this thought. It's so interesting. How insane we sound to someone who hasn't looked into this at all.
Right.
Hmm.
And then Peter Thiel was getting with Epstein, and they were using Joe Rogan, who's this comedy podcaster.
Right.
He's got something
Right.
called the Broverse. And then like Bert Kreischer's probably the one who did the bet, but he moved to Austin because of taxes. Now he's on, and it's like,
Yeah, I mean, if I try to talk to my friend who's an investigative journalist in the UK, I sound insane. Like I sound like a crazy person. I
well,
mean,
your
we've talked
friends
about
should
that
know if they're
before.
an
Just
investigative journalist. Tell them to get the fucking investigating.
they are. They're part
Shit.
of revealing all of the shit with Epstein. All of
Oh,
the
you're saying
ties
if
to
you
the
tell
road.
people what they've told you.
I'm saying this part of it
Yeah.
because they haven't seen all of the things in the files.
Right.
You know, they're exposing the attachment of them to Epstein from like, so they don't know everything that's in the files, but like, but I'm certain you could do it now, but they're also busy investigate. You know what I'm saying? They're also
Yeah.
busy doing their job. So it's not, they're not sitting around going, oh shit, this is all connected.
Aren't
Um,
they about to release all the stuff on Mandelson and Prince
I hope,
Andrew?
I mean, from what I understand, yeah.
What a
Yes.
fucking crazy fucking Jesus Christ, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. The
Yeah, dude.
former fucking prime minister of fucking Norway got popped.
Mm-hmm.
The lady over there and fucking what was it? Dude, this is unbelievable. Truly unbelievable. I mean, that's a fucking thing. It's like the blowback on this, like it's gonna be like whether it's economic or like whatever the blowback. Maybe it is terrorist cells. Who knows, right? But
Mm-hmm.
whatever the blowback is gonna be on us. It's gonna be so terrible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So so bad that like you might as well just enjoy it for the absurdity and just the fucking fascinating
Well, that's the
thing
part
part.
that seems like outside of the war that's happening right now, like to your point, outside of the war that's happening right now, all of this coming out and Trump being like, I don't give a shit, whatever, put it out. And then everybody else being involved when it was like a collective, like these are our secrets. And then you release, of course. I mean, of course. And especially we're with a weakened economy, with if we especially that's really I think why everybody's like hardcore deep throating Israel's cock right now is because they don't want to be, the US doesn't want to be left out dry now that they've told everybody's business, you know. You spilled the tea to the wrong person, to everybody. You told everybody's business. Like that's not the person that stays in business with everybody.
Yeah, I mean that fucking creepy ass. To your point, that creepy ass speech that so many people lauded that that guy from Canada that I hate gave, where
Yeah,
he was
dude.
basically like,
What a piece of shit.
he was basically just like, "Hey, Trump don't know how to be evil. This is bullshit."
Yeah. Yeah,
And that, to
yeah,
your point,
yeah.
you're talking about like make that the whole country. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, dude.
Yeah. And now he's like, yeah, it's great that we're bombing the fuck out of fucking. That's like, yeah, dude, we got to get rid of them. It's crazy though. The crazy thing is they keep on bringing up nuclear weapons, and it's like they do have, what is it, like 11 warheads worth of uranium hexafluoride
Supposedly,
or
yeah.
whatever.
No, I think that's
Yeah,
true. Yeah.
and like, bro, like, how do you not get in there and find that? And how do you break up the country, right? You break up, and then like it becomes like Libya. So you have this crazy war torn fucking country with
You
motherfuckers who
think they
have
got
the
a
knowledge.
plan?
Yeah, they absolutely want to balkanize the fucking.
Well,
That's
sure, for
without.
because they're going to do real estate deals or whatever. But I mean, I think
I
that's the
mean,
plan. I think it
it's just
literally
easier.
says, I think it literally says, break them apart, make money. Like I think
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah,
literally
yeah,
it. They're just
yeah,
like, you know what,
yeah,
hell
for
with it.
sure. Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah,
got a
yeah,
short
for sure,
list.
for
Two major
sure,
bullet points.
for sure.
Because we may have talked about this before. Do you guys know about when James Cameron made the pitch for Aliens
Oh
2?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
It said alien on the chalkboard. He went up there and wrote an S on it and then made that S into a money symbol and just sat down.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, anyway, this is what I think they're doing with this. They're like, hey, Halliburton, you guys remember how much money you made? We're going to run it back.
It
They
just
got their
says
shit blowed
Iran,
up.
and he just writes an S on Iran's with the dollar sign. He just doesn't say.
Cash Patel just sits down. Like, I thought of that. That's
Yeah.
so funny, dude. I just broke my phone. What a great
Yeah, dude. It's
Well,
incredible. It's incredibly incompetent. So it's like, yeah, but you think about that, dude. If they have the knowledge to make the fucking warheads, then like, who gets the warheads when they're done? Like, this is like a top. This is like fucking Mission Impossible. Like, what happens if a fucking if a cartel member gets a fucking, you know what I'm saying? What if it goes to Mexico? What if it goes to hey, who gets it? Who gets the warheads? I mean, they're probably
Plot twist.
already made now. They're probably already made now. You know what I mean? Like, there's
Hmm.
no way you're not making them. Do you know what I'm saying? Uh,
I was gonna say plot twist. Japan gets their revenge for World War II.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
They
oh,
just
yeah,
started bulking up their military for the first time in I don't know what, 50 years?
yeah. I don't necessarily know if that's a good thing, but yeah,
That's
it's
what I'm
just
saying. Their season of peace is over. They just put like it was like $3 billion into defense
yeah.
out of
Now they're
not
not
having
now
one.
they're not getting any oil. So like, it's the same thing with Germany. They're gonna build their fucking military. Well, what kind of you're going to be in an energy crisis for the next foreseeable future. So
Right, but they're the leading in clean energy. So they're looking to do it in
who
other
is that?
ways. Japan.
Who?
Japan.
I think you're. Well, maybe you're right. That's just
the
no
only other
reason.
thing about
No
that,
reason not to have.
the only other
Hmm.
thing about that eventually it is like a bit of a, it's a big dick play for Iran to just be like, yeah, we're gonna starve you of energy.
Yeah.
At some point, you're gonna unite a lot of people if you do that, though. At
Like
some
who?
point, you're gonna, like, look, everyone's looking at Trump like he's insane, and they're trying desperately to distance themselves from him as much as they feel like they can. Israel obviously can't, but everyone else. But at some point, if they can, if the West, if people in the West can't get in the oil, they are going to be like, all right, we're allies. Let's go in there.
With who? With what?
What do you mean with what?
How? With what and how?
You mean
Listen,
because they don't have any energy?
listen. I would say, well, they don't have any military, dude.
Nukes,
They have, huh?
nukes,
They have.
bigger bombs,
Uh, who? What now?
nukes and bigger bombs.
That's what I'm telling you. Who's scared of nukes? Though that's a Cold War weapon. Nukes is a Cold War weapon, dog, and especially if you got
That's crazy talk, brother. Everyone's
bruh,
afraid of
dude,
nukes.
nobody's afraid of nukes, especially if you're in an existential crisis. How you gonna factor in if you're making a
Maybe if
strategic
you're in an
play?
existential crisis, it's like whatever,
If
but
you're making a
otherwise, everyone's
strategic
afraid.
play, if you're making a strategic play, the last thing you're worried about is them motherfuckers nuking you. As a matter of fact,
Right.
probably the best thing that could happen is them motherfuckers to nuke you because A, you can get them back. Just with your ballistic missiles, dump salvos into Dimona in fucking Israel. Also, that completely ruins all the GCC. They're already fucked up because they've got oil splashing all on their beaches and fucking toxic rain clouds fucking dropping on them. They're already suffering. Who's gonna go over there and fucking visit? And goddamn, what's their tourists looking like? Dude, you're talking about fucking nuclear fallout falling all over all those people and ruining all that right there, dude. And that's part of the massive, anyway, Ponzi scheme that we have going with the GCC is investing money. You know about all that,
Yeah, we're trying to
Giannis.
turn the Middle East into whatever.
Right, exactly.
I get that. I guess what I'm saying is that leverage you have of like, they ain't going to do that to us because they have plans for this in the future. If you're literally choking the entire West's economy by not allowing any energy to go through, you will create an entire block of desperate people in desperate countries.
You will
And then
turn
what?
them. They will turn to Russia.
True.
They
But what
will
else we
turn
going
to
to
Russia.
do if we don't have any oil?
Right. They will turn to Russia, or they will buy it for twice as much from
Oh, I thought you
America.
meant Iran will
And
turn to Russia if we fuck with them.
no,
You
no,
mean if
no.
we will
Europe
turn to
will have
Russia to
to.
buy our oil?
Europe will have to turn to Russia to fucking buy our oil.
That's a good point.
To, to,
They will
to either
probably
buy
do
their
that before
oil.
they go to war with on our side.
They would have to, dog.
You're
They would
right.
have to.
You're right. David Lynch. That's who your hair looks like. I couldn't think of his
That's
name.
I
it.
know
That's
this.
exactly it.
Y'all will not believe this, but this is why Dre has started cutting my hair like that, so that I have the David Lynch haircut. That's
Yeah,
exactly
I
right.
do believe it.
That's exactly.
Why would you
That's
think I wouldn't believe that?
that's exactly. That's exactly why she's
I
cutting my hair
almost
like
called you
this.
Blue Velvet earlier, and A, I don't even know if that's
Nice.
his
I
movie.
couldn't
Okay, it is
place
his
it, but that's
movie.
Pat
exactly
B, I
it.
just wanted to
Blue
think of his name.
Ribbon. Yeah.
Yeah, you look like you're about to start talking about bigger fish and how you got to go
Yeah.
deeper to catch them.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there pretending like I know what you mean. Like, yeah, this is one of the greatest artists of our time. Apparently, I don't
Dude,
know
I
what
gotta
the
tell
fuck you're
you,
talking about.
one of the best things that I think has coming out of this, and I totally advise everybody, if you want to get a grasp of geopolitics and what is going on in military strategy, things like that, what's really how this is expanding into Africa right now, and what's happening in Africa, and how we're like literally in World War III, but like how this is all happening, dude. John Mearsheimer, like all these missile Garys, Daniel Davis, like fucking, there are people out there. Professor John, he gets out there, but I'm glad he's getting the love. But there are people who can show you maps, show you what's going on, give you precise strategy, can explain it through historical reference, things like that. John Mearsheimer, Jeffrey Sachs, they can break down the economics. You might not like what they say, but I promise you, if you double check it, read Foreign Affairs, read the Quincy Institute for Responsible Statecraft. It'll give you a better understanding of exactly how, why, how, and why what's going on is so is so dumb, and and why no other president has ever been able to be talked about it, which goes back to Epstein to say like it's why so many people believe in the Epstein class and why they have done it is because no one's ever, even Joe Biden, as much of a Zionist as he was, wouldn't fucking take the bait when Israel was like, you know what I'm saying, trying to get him
Hmm.
into that.
Yep.
Even he wouldn't take the bait. And I mean, that's incredible. That, I mean, it's incredible that, you know, but of course, Miriam Adelson has given him millions of dollars and the whole, you know, and who knows exactly what information Trump's getting. You know what I'm saying? Who knows exactly how much his brain is working? It doesn't seem well. He's way out over his skis right now, for sure. Do you know what I mean? But, but, yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. If you Daniel Davis, the Duran, John Mearsheimer, Jeffrey Sachs, Robert Pape, like these people, Lawrence Wilkerson, these people are really have been are militarily. Uh, some of them are whistleblowers from fucking Afghanistan and Iraq. Like
Hmm.
they're seriously on about their shit, dude. And
So
it's
they've been on it. They've been in the military.
uh,
These are all like
oh
former
yeah.
general. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, colonels and generals and fucking
Mm-hmm.
lieutenant colonels and fucking, and I mean it was a historical preference, and it's crazy because like I know a lot of people, even though they're good people and they're putting out good information, you hear a lot of like state propaganda. I mean, dude, listen to fucking Ryan Grimm. Ryan Grimm, Drop Site News, like Jeremy Scahill, like Breaking Points, even like all these people are like really, we have really got the top of the line journalism coming out right now, military and otherwise, and it's you know John Elmer, electronic. I mean, there are really great sources to get your information, and there are some people who like who you might think are like good people who I personally believe are getting bad information compared to like what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing otherwise. And I look at the maps and I read the stuff, dude. It's like I double check my shit. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? But really honestly, I think that there's you be doing yourself a lot of favors by checking out alternative forms of media. Breaking Points even is great, and they're just now talking about Africa. Africa's exploded. You're gonna have Ethiopia and fucking Yemen and Somaliland fucking going at it, and then you'll have the Sahel region, Burkina Faso. Like, dude, people are. This is about decolonialization. Do you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? These are
Yeah.
people. This is Sudan. This is about breaking UAE for Sudan. Like this is such a we are playing right now. We are in the middle of great power politics to such a massive level. It's insane. It's like it's hard to wrap your mind around it. But there are people out there doing fucking great work. And
Well, that's what's gravy then. Independent journalists.
yeah, it really is. Yeah, give it up for them, man, because they're doing it.
That and the decolonization.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah,
like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
big
I do
gravy.
completely agree with you, and I don't want to like even give a caveat, but I can't help but look at some of the examples of who's leading that fight, and I'm like, well, it's gonna be rough when they win. I just want y'all to know that, it's just
Hmm.
That's
such
a
a
100% the truth, though,
Yeah.
dude. It's like you. I mean, like Russia trying to send aid to like Cuba, and like they're doing all kind of work for Iran and stuff, and it's like, all right,
Do you know Carmen, this comedian out of San Francisco? I think he's in LA now. Daoud, I can't remember Daoud's last name. He's very funny. He goes viral a lot. He's Afghani. Uh, I think he was born in Afghanistan, but he has this joke. I've referenced it on here before, but to that point where he's like, "Why did people support the Taliban? Why did people support the Taliban?" He's like, "Look, dude, if someone started dropping bombs outside right now, I'm not saying you join the KKK, but if they started shooting back, you'd be like, man, I'm glad they're here."
yeah,
Like
yeah,
on a larger scale, I think we're
yeah,
seeing that play out. I mean,
for sure.
I've got two friends who are
But that's also a
from,
good move politically. Even if you're a nightmare, you're gonna use something that every a concept that everybody is on board with, as they have been siphoned of all of their resources. You're gonna take
yeah.
somebody who's gonna take that concept and be the awful person that's pushing a good thing.
There's just
So,
also a willingness to do what needs to be done that comes to the surface quicker for worse people. I've just always believed that. It's like if you're just itching to do something and then you're like, wait, they're going to let me now? Let me go. It takes longer for better people. Anyway, there's this, well, it doesn't matter. I was just going to say there's this girl who's Lebanese that I follow who's like really, really written some really beautiful things about like the tenor of it. I think she titled one of them, Our Pain Is Not Your Content, and it's just about how like there is so much nuance to all this and how everyone's feeling both in Iran and in Lebanon, and most people just don't get it. But to your
Yeah,
point, like I am very for the decolonization of the world. I just don't have any Pollyanna beliefs about how that shakes out in the end
yeah.
for the oppressed and the poor until we, the oppressed and the poor and the working class, unite
I agree.
internationally, which will
That's
not
it.
happen in my lifetime.
mhm.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. I mean, that's the crazy thing is like when you have these type of like interventions and these like crazy like coups and fucking shit like that, you just get a more hardlined, militant, fucking crazier fucking regimes put
It
in
just always
place.
reminds me of Cuba. You just end up with a shittier, a more of a nightmare person running it because I think it leaves, when shit like this happens, it leaves a country more vulnerable. And for somebody who is like, I got you, I'll take charge. I mean, that a lot of times that's usually some sort of megalomaniac, somebody that with a god complex, somebody that's like, that they're power hungry, and so that's the only thing is like having a person who genuinely gives a fuck about the people that they're decolonizing,
There was some
who genuinely
show.
cares about them.
Yeah, I totally agree. There was some show or movie me and Andy watched years ago, and it was like sci-fi. But I remember it was this situation you just described, and the person who led him through and kind of led him through the revolution. At the end, his right hand man shot him, and then like looked at who he considered. I mean, it was bullshit. Like looked at who he considered to be
Hmm.
a good person and was like, make sure we have an election, and then killed himself. And I was like, well, that writer really nailed what needs to happen. It's never going to happen, but that writer really
Hmm.
nailed how that
Yeah,
has to
yeah,
go every time.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, definitely.
it's got to be a Caesar situation, but with a decent decent human being. He's got to be overthrown by someone super close to him, and then it's got to be a decent human being.
I just feel like all the decent human beings are at home with their family as soon as possible. Like
Yeah,
they stay with their family as long as possible until it's like, I just got to go do something, I guess, if I have to. And then they're back. You know what I mean? It's just like, I just
immediately.
don't know if
Yeah,
these decent people exist. I almost, I almost don't even like trust Bernie Sanders, even though he's been so consistent. And when I say that, I don't mean like I know that a lot of people don't trust him because they think he's sold out. I'm talking about like just as a person. I'm like, I feel like you'd get in there and something would be off about you. Anybody who's in the spotlight. I mean, dude, you see it with comics. I don't know. Now I'm getting off in the weeds, but it's
Now I
just
see anybody who's wanting power, anybody who's wanting that job is fucking kind of fucking psychotic, man. You got to be psychotic
Hmm.
at this point. Like maybe the consciousness, maybe a revolutionary consciousness takes over, and hopefully it does, man. But but you know, you got to go through a revolution first. That's kind of like, you know, is this? I don't know. We might be past the point of reform and into the massive revolt. But if we're talking about like people who are taking over and taking over the job, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like what we were talking about with Jacob last week, and it's like, you know, until you realize that you're part of like a working system in the world, like and hegemons are gone, and like you're doing the same job. You as a dock worker in America is doing the same exact job that a dock worker over there in Thailand's doing. The same guy, the same dock worker. Y'all are doing the same fucking job, and your lives are like way more similar than you want to let on until we get into that point where we're like working to build a better world and not working to gain power. You know what I mean? We have to be on
Hmm.
that on a worldwide scale, and I just don't ever think that's ever going to happen with some people who want to control things and want to be seen. So it's crazy.
and on that uplifting note. I think we will begin to wrap this up and bid you all adieu. Um, I'm going to be in New Orleans, which is such a funny thing to say after all that.
I mean, it's a funny it's a funny time.
It's so
And
absurd.
yeah, I was talking to a friend of mine the other day where I was just like, I have no other real discernible skills, so I don't know what else to do other than the job I know how to do.
I don't think you should feel any kind of way about that because I thought about it. So I have like four jobs right now, but one of them is like this very like strange legal job.
Mhm.
And like it's not as self-serving, I guess, as comedy. Like, you know what I mean? There's no ego to it. I'm just doing
Mhm.
it for my family. I hate it. It feels just as absurd. You like I don't your awareness,
Yeah.
Carmen, your personality would have you feeling that way in almost any situation. Maybe not if you were like a third grade teacher, because it's like, well, my job is to prepare them. Like, but other than that, I think you'd be feeling this sort of like
But even then, I would feel an
lack of
obligation to
meaning.
prepare them
Right.
for something that I don't even know how I would be able to explain to them. So
Right.
yeah,
Well, maybe I
it's
projected my feeling of meaninglessness onto you. Maybe that's not what you were talking about, but that's
no,
how
no,
I
it
feel about
is.
it all.
It is. But at the same time, the people that you do make feel good feel so grateful that it's, it's just like a, and I mean, I know this isn't the same, but it's just, it reminds me of making people laugh during the pandemic. It's the same thing. It was just like these people need something to as a distraction that's not a genuine distraction of them being unaware of what's happening in the world, like the algorithm, all that other shit, but also they would like to feel good. And I don't know to what end, if especially if you do other things to try to help. I don't know to what end it is. Do I stop? I suppose, but
Well, to
You don't
my
ever
opinion,
stop.
yeah, you don't because it's who you are, and if it ever becomes not who
Yeah,
you
for
are, then
sure,
you
for sure,
stop.
for sure.
But also, in terms,
I just meant to your point. It just feels weird because
it is weird.
it feels
You're
weird.
right,
Yeah,
and
feels
you
very
can
weird.
say that, but I gotta warn you, and you're better at this particular part of what we do than me, so maybe you'll figure it out. You let people know about all that, it's gonna be hard to make them feel good. I'll tell you that. There's a lot of laughing in spite of ourselves been going on lately with me and my sets, but I don't really feel like I've been making anybody feel good when I talk about this stuff. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And it's like I got these jokes that I wrote over the last year and a half about like the Amish in my town where I'm living now and like
Hmm.
and we're laughing at that. And then I start talking about how I'm feeling and what's going on in the world, and I get laughs, but I don't think anyone's feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
That's also weird.
Man, the
Yeah.
whole world's changed. Like the fucking world has changed. Like
Right.
it did during COVID, but like now it's there's
There's
no
another
going back.
shift. Yeah.
It's
Well, and it's too
fucking
many shifts too quickly too.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
And brother, if you talk to the youngins, the ones who are aware, they're like, it's almost trauma. It's almost PTSD, but they know that it's not. Like they know that. I don't know if that makes sense.
You know it is, and they all
They're
blame
just.
the boomers.
Well, that's good. I feel like they're also. Gen X has been bitching about being forgotten about their whole lives, and now it's like they've lucked into how no one's blaming them, and they're very much part of this.
Yeah, for sure.
Well,
For
for me,
sure.
it was and this is not to get into a generational. I know a few listeners gotten real touchy about that, but
Well,
uh, but they were the ones that told us to exist. I mean, it was always the cooler older person was the one that told me not reproducing is the real. That's how you really change climate change. It was that doing these things, and then they were like, they said that in their 20s when I was a very young impressionable person, and I believed them, and I lived my life that way. And then some of them grew up and did it anyways, and it's just like, okay, well, I believed you. I'm sorry you went back on the thing that you said, but I chose. I believe you. I believed you, and
my
you chose.
theory,
Go
my
ahead.
theory on that is the rad Gen Xers are still rad. That they were
For sure.
disproportionately represented as part of the MTV generation, and we
Yeah.
just weren't aware that the shitheads were shitheading the whole fucking time. And now, as they've accumulated power and wealth and all that, as they've gotten older, it's like, oh, that generation's always been full of shitheads, and the rad ones are rad. We just thought the rad ones were everybody, and they're not. We didn't have the
Yeah.
internet back then. We
Well,
only had who was getting interviewed at the Rage Against the Machine concert. If we'd had the
Hmm.
internet, I think we would have been like, oh, it turns out
You
they're
would have been
full of
able to
hate.
organize better.
Yeah.
well, also, like, listen, man, like, you don't have to take everything so personal and identify. Like, people talk about white men fucking everything up. That goes right over my head, dog, because it ain't me, and I agree with you. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? like you right. You know what I'm saying? So, like, dude, yeah, if you can't see, like, man, it's just a crazy thing that we get in these. Like, this is obviously a boomer war. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like, this is the last of the clean break. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
seven countries in 5 years. This is it. This is it. This is the Dick Cheney's, the fucking, this is the neocon. This is it. So, like, and they've done all this. They've done all this. So it's like, all right, come on now. We're not
Yeah.
talking
Yep.
about you, but you know what I'm
And that's
saying?
what I meant earlier, where
Respect
it was
it.
like,
Yeah.
we've been through all this. You've already played these cards in front of us too many
Yeah.
times
Yeah.
that even
For
the
sure.
dumb
Yes.
people are picking up on your pattern. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm
For
saying?
sure. Yeah.
Dude, the
Yeah.
We
For
have
20-year-old
good
sure.
pattern
troops are shouting
recognition.
for God, for country, for Epstein.
Yeah.
Everyone knows the score, dude. Everyone knows the
yeah.
score.
Yeah, dude.
There's our
Yeah,
title,
dude.
Alex. For God, for country, for Epstein. We
Yes,
don't do
that's
we don't
it.
I
do
thought it was don't
Yes.
tweak on me.
Yeah, yeah.
it's
Yeah,
tough. I
dude.
was gonna say if we did
I like for
secondary titles, we could also do Iran. Iran so far away.
I also like war merch. War merch is great.
On that note, I want to make a clip, and I'm gonna do it if I have time this weekend. I'm gonna go through and make a fucking clip of us talking about it, but we didn't intro it properly because I stumbled over t-shirts. So, just for that sake, just so I can use what I'm about to say and then put it in front of what we already did, I'll say something
Hmm.
like, "I tell you what I'm looking forward to is a new run of Republican and right-leaning American war merch. Won't that be something?" And we'll put that in. Because last time we got into it, it was great, but I stumbled through the beginning. I was like, like fucking pedophile t-shirts. You guys know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
All right, I'll be in
uh,
New Orleans. The fucking I don't know what day. I'll be there though.
hell
Whatever
yeah.
the Saturday and Sunday is coming up. What is that?
um, of what, this
I'll
Saturday
be
and
there the
Sunday?
21st and
Okay.
22nd. Then that next weekend, I'll be in Denver the 27th and 28th. I'm pumped about all that. Just DM me if you want to get tickets, man. I can't figure out any of these websites. These people out here, they're driving me crazy. Not the people who want to come to my show, the people who are setting up these websites. That's it. Carmen, what do you
Yeah,
got?
they're not user friendly. DC Comedy Loft, April 10th and 12th,
Oh,
providing
that's sick.
there is no strike of any kind in that area. And before that, on May 28th, that's what it is. May 28th, I'll be somewhere in Virginia, and then May 29th, I will be somewhere in Maryland. And again, also DM me
Oh
if
yeah,
you're in
dude.
either one of those states. I'll let you know. But thank you guys so much for listening to us. Make sure you guys join the Patreon. We had a rad bonus conversation with Jacob last week. We have a rad conversation up there with Misty from Hillbillies Helping Hillbillies, and obviously the one we had with Warren. So good content on there if you guys want to do that. Patreon.com/gravybabypod. Thank you guys very much. We adore you.
Bye.
Bye.
You could stick a whole ribeye in one of your back pockets. Like